So today was an X5 day. I anticipated the rain to start today. It hasn't yet. It's supposed to about any minute, though it is. It's just starting to rain. It's a little bit wet right now. We've got this big storm coming in, whatever. So 540 is gonna stay in here. M5 will go to and from the shop today, tomorrow, and probably into next week as this thing goes through. Today was a clean out outside. We've had the landlord coming by a couple of times. Suite 2 next to us is open, so he's in there making some changes, some improvements before the next tenants move in, as I assume looks for the next tenants. He asked me, what is that pile of junk over there? And I look over and it's 21 BMW bumpers, it's 4 SMG transmissions, it's exhaust systems, it's drive shafts, it's all this crap that just gets put out there because we don't have space inside. So today was the day for me to ask Alex for help in cleaning things up, taking pictures, listing on Facebook Marketplace. I've given up on Craigslist. I think Craigslist is a dead platform. I haven't sold anything through Craigslist in a long time. So today we sold the 4 SMG transmissions. We sold a Style 65 wheel. We sold 1 bumper out of the 21. I've got 1 million people interested in the rest. And let me take a minute to completely bitch about Facebook Marketplace people. And this is the reason I'm out of the used BMW parts business. It is hell. So I make this nice listing. 21 different bumpers for sale. They're all the same price. Here are the photos. Here's what they're for. I have 2 of these, 1 of these, 6 of those, all that. And then I clearly state there's no shipping. None of these are perfect. They were replaced for a reason. They have cracked plastics. They have small missing pieces. There's chips, scratches, and gouges. They are all genuine. They are all repairable by a body shop to be installed on a car, which is why I have not discarded them up until this point. So I immediately get questions. Hey, how much shipped to Georgia? By the way, it's not the state of Georgia, it's the country of Georgia, which has some weird city that starts with a T and a B, Tbilisi. I don't even know how you'd say that. My English brain can't wrap around that. He wants it shipped over there. So I said, I wouldn't ship this to Los Angeles or Sacramento, let alone 6,000 miles away on the opposite end of the continent and an ocean and another continent. It's not gonna happen. One time years ago, I got snookered into sending a bumper to Denver through Amtrak. And this guy swore by Amtrak shipping. He said, all you have to do is take it to the train station boxed up. They'll put it on the train. I'll pick it up here. It'll be super simple. So I said, fine. And I ended up paying an employee I had at the time like an hour and a half to pack it, to make a box, all this material. I had to pay him to drive to Oceanside, drop it off at the train station. 2 weeks later, this guy gets it and he's like, it was cut in half. It's in box A and box B. They cut the bumper in half. I'm not paying for this. So I lost about $700 then, which was a massive hit to a brand new business. And I was not on payroll at the time, but this is why I was not on payroll at the time, because we couldn't afford to absorb things like that. So I have 0 interest in shipping these bumpers. I would gladly throw them all in the dumpster tomorrow to avoid that. I'm asking $100 a piece. They're about $1,200 a piece new, give or take, depending on the model. My objective is somebody's gonna see it and think it's a genuine bumper. It's not destroyed. I can call my friend Bob, who works at the body shop, and have him plastic weld it and shoot some paint on it. I'll put it on my 530 and call it an M5. That's what I'm looking for. And unfortunately, people say, are there any scratches in the silver one? And it's like, dude, it was pulled off of an M5 as part of the $60,000 restoration. It is not perfect. None of this is perfect. I've made this very clear in the listing. And I listed, every chassis and model that we have parts for. And then I have people saying, I have an F87, whatever, M2. Do you have a bumper for that? No. I mean, picture listing like cups and spoons, and then somebody says, hey, do you have an excavator? Do you have a garage door? People are just absolutely brain dead. Before I get all pissed off, let's wrap that up here. We made some pasta tonight. We had some broccoli, some bread. It was really good, a little bit of wine. We're getting to bed. Tomorrow is Friday. We wrap up the week. It's gonna be a in the shop office, talking to people on Facebook, telling them I don't have M2 bumpers for sale type day, I think. But that's it. Talk to you on Friday. Bye.